How do I tell my story?
Telling that story and then bringing it back round to what it's about.
Not enough brands tell their story. People outside the marketing world have no idea. Some people don't even know it exists.
Yeah. What are you laughing at? There's strategy to this.
Your TikTok's weird.
Because I've got to shake this up. Because this is ridiculous.
The fact that one got literally 20 impressions.
I think Michael messed it up.
I think potentially, Nick, you're not telling your story.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Fake Marketer. My name is Michael. Bit of a different intro. Normally I'm not the ones doing these intros, it's normally Nick and James. But we had some audio issues with the first sort of 15 minutes of this podcast, so I tried to fix them, but I just don't think it sounds very good. So instead of hurting your ears with that audio, I'm just going to explain a bit about what this episode's about before we get into the second half. So today we're talking about the power of storytelling, why storytelling is important and how it can help you and your brand when marketing, when using social media. So first of all, we had Nick talking about one of his ads clinic clients who works in the sort of medical healthcare area or sector, and he was talking about how with their ads they're trying to make sure they tell a story, which can be really powerful for sort of healthcare brands and that sort of thing. Here's a story of somebody who was in your position, here's where they are now, here's how it helped. It sort of helps you to relate a bit more to the story and kind of will call out to people, a bit like we always talk about on this podcast with dog whistle copy. People can relate a lot more to that sort of story, more so than you just kind of saying, here's the things it can do. If someone can give their story, yeah, you can just relate to it a bit more. If you think of like TV ads for like charities and stuff, instead of just talking generally, they'll focus maybe on one particular individual, just to kind of pull on those heartstrings. So that was one example. We also talked about some other brands, people like Simmer. Simmer are obviously really good. We talk about them all the time on this podcast, but yeah, Simmer have been really good about integrating their story into sort of their whole brand, where all of their ads, if you look at any of their content or their ads online, you'll see they're always about the family sort of aspect, the founder, about him, how he grew up, his parents, how they're connected to the business and employed by the business now. So yeah, I think it's just a really powerful way of getting people on board, getting people to engage, especially if you're doing longer form content or video content, but even written content as well. Nick was talking about how in emails you can try and tell that story throughout the email to sort of get people to keep reading, trying to find a way to, rather than just write down a load of stuff, think how can we make this into a story with sort of a beginning, a middle and an end, which will hopefully get people to do whatever you're trying to get them to do, whether that's buy a product or sign up for a course or whatever it might be. So yeah, we spoke a bit about that, and then also went on to talking about our road to 1,000 users, how me and James have sort of been back and forth trying to really nail that storytelling aspect, which has been a bit difficult, but I think we're getting there, especially with the newer ones. Coming back onto this conversation, Nick was talking about how he'd seen one of the Road to 1,000 Users episodes. It was the We're Turning It Around one, which you can find on the Rupert channel if you're interested. So yeah, he'd watched that video, and we'll get back into the podcast now where he's talking about his feedback that he had for this episode.
Let's give us some feedback then.
I didn't know if it was too long.
I agree.
I did actually look at the bottom. So before I started playing it, so I'm in my mornings, I'm Mr. like it's by clockwork. So I looked at it and went, can I fit this in before I get in the shower? Because I have to take my AirPods out then. And it was 30 minutes. I was like, I don't think I'm going to fit all this. I'll start it. So I was like, just after I finished doing a bit of stretching, I then put my headphones in, carried on making my tea, got in the ice bath, held my phone and watched it in the ice bath.
Using Grace.
Came out the ice bath, carried on listening to it, I was drying, went up, then sat on the bed for a bit, and then I had to stop because I was like, I'm running out of time. I think I got to 19 minutes, something like that. Solid. And the feedback of the actual podcast, I like the information, but is it because I'm there with it? I think if someone who doesn't understand, I think 30 minutes is too long.
We've discussed this, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. Well, for that episode, I had 8 hours of footage.
Wow. I don't know what the sweet spot would be though, because I'm
trying to make it where it's like enough. I'm trying to not make it too jumpy so people can follow what's going on.
How long is an average Mr. Beast one? If we're going to look at someone who's quite good.
What video?
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
There's got to be a reason why. I bet most of these are all about 9-10 minutes, aren't they?
I mean, the hard thing is with this is that we're trying to tell our own story, aren't we? And actually, what we want to do is get people along the journey and
I thought it was great how it's edited, how you can hear other people, shout out to Mike, how you can hear pragmatic, all this sort of stuff. But I mean, I'm not Michael, but he must have been wanting to try and get it short, but not miss out on anything. So it was all great information, and I'll watch more. So I can understand how. I just think you've got to be really into it because it's not fast moving enough.
No, I know that's the hard thing. But they're not. The thing with this is it's not supposed to be fast moving because it's not. This is the reality, isn't it? No. So it's a hard one to.
But you also can't. You aren't going to have Road to 1,000 users. Might take, I don't know, 60 episodes. It might take 15 episodes. We don't know what can happen this year with what's going on, and then those episodes suddenly become the most amazing 20-minute episodes ever.
That's what I mean. It's like that episode was just a normal week.
Like I don't know if
in a couple of weeks it's the
I don't know if you've ever done this, but have you looked at Mr. Beast's first 100 videos? Have you scrolled all the way back through his YouTube and looked at it? It was only 9 years ago, 7 to 9 years ago. They're just in his bedroom with the wall like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get better. We've said that, haven't we?
You can't. I think the biggest thing that I've always learned with everything is that you just can't compare yourself to people who've been doing it.
No, and to be fair with this, we've sort of said it's not going to be right from day one. There were certain bits on that one we spoke about, didn't I? Was like, for the next time we won't do that. We'll just go ahead. But I think this one was a bit too long.
What are the others?
No, this one.
A quarter of an hour. The other ones. Yeah. But I think that's our sweet spot.
15 to 20.
Yeah, because 9 minutes can. Let's say if you were 9 minutes, 9 minutes can actually. It's time, but it can go quite quick.
Really quick.
Especially if you try and do say a Monday to a Friday.
Yeah, there's a lot to fit in 9 minutes, and when it's moving.
Day, it's just not very long.
But that's the thing with storytelling is that if you've got a really compelling long story, how do you condense that into a smaller piece of content? Or do you wait until the story's finished and then you condense it? Like if we waited until we hit 1,000 users to create this content.
Oh, no, yeah. I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant though. Like I love how it was done. I love the content and all that sort of stuff.
The feedback so far has been good. Not enough brands tell their story. And we've it's quite good at the moment because obviously got this stuff going on with Brewdog and stuff. So, or with James Watt. So it's quite good. It's quite engaging, isn't it? And it will definitely get better.
So next week is going to be more about the James Watts thing.
That's the week after.
Look forward to that.
I saw your footage.
Yeah, I know. I wish I got so much more of it now. There's enough though, isn't there?
Yeah, it's good. As I say, we've got. Obviously, the footage James took, footage you took, we've got when you talked about on the podcast, we give a bit more detail and stuff, so we've got enough.
Yeah, great little edit. That was a good video yesterday.
Like told a story, didn't it?
Did Ted tell a story, yeah?
That was the end.
Well, it did that, Michael. Practical tips for building a story then. If someone's listening to this and going, right, how do I tell my story? How would they do it?
I think you've always got to focus on the same thing and be repetitive every single time. Are we running ads now, or are we running organic and stuff?
Just across the board.
You've just got to always think of something to relate back to what your call to action is. Everything needs to finish with a call to action, obviously, if it's an email or if it's an ad or something, and you just need to relate back to that thing. So it's like if something happens to you at the weekend, it's saying, "Oh, you never guess what happens to me at the weekend." Telling that story and then bringing it back round to what it's about. See what I mean? Mm. That's the hard bit. But do you know what? You just use ChatGPT. Don't you?
Is that
honestly?
The tip?
I've spoken to some people recently, like Monday. One of them was never used ChatGPT. I don't understand how someone's living now.
No, we've spoken about this at length. We in the marketing world get it. People outside the marketing world have no idea. Some people don't even know it exists.
Yeah. I went on a call when we were going through some hooks and stuff like that. I said, okay, well, they got their winners. Then we put these into ChatGPT, and his wife, who they've got business together, he uses it, and she's like, never really looked at this. She's like, oh my God, it's amazing. I'm like, to us, it's now completely normal. But yeah, you could literally go into ChatGPT, and I don't think why I like, you laugh, but why not? It speeds up your day. It probably gives you a better idea. And if you started with the end, at the beginning and the end, and now said, create me a relatable story based on, and the thing is, if you go into chat and you have your own account, it just builds up in your account. So all my client accounts all sit in their own accounts. And then everything I do, everything's a different board in the account. So then it just, even today I wrote something and I said, oh, are you talking about so-and-so, so-and-so, or so-and-so? And I was like, sorry, I forgot to tell you, I'm talking about this. And it corrected it with all the information that's in those accounts. So once you've done that, you could literally go in every 3 days and go, oh, traffic was a nightmare today. You could probably write a prompt and say, whenever I ask you for something, always stick to this prompt. So beginning, real life, story in the middle, CTA at the end. And then just say, traffic was awful this morning, took me 45 minutes to get to work. I can't believe blah, blah. And then ask it with that prompt to relate back to what your subject is and finish with a CTA. And the more you do that, then you're just always going to start thinking of stuff. It's like, I've got so much more into my organic content lately. I've done another video today where I'm pointing the camera at the screen, all this stuff. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
I wasn't laughing. He looked and laughed at me. As if
Why
to
are you
say,
laughing?
Yeah, why are you laughing, Michael?
Say what?
No, it's not. I don't really know how to explain it.
Go on, no, explain.
No, proceed.
Chat.
I just see it pop up on LinkedIn. I'm like, oh, please. Yours like really, you're at like a very unique angle.
Which one are you talking about?
Like,
Yeah, no. There's strategy to this.
No, I'm sure. It's just.
Do you know
There's
what?
strategy
If I could explain it to anyone listen to this, Nick has got a piece of organic content, but the thumbnail is like blue steel.
Which one are you talking about?
This one.
Oh yeah.
Or it's like.
Yeah, but you can't focus on the thumbnail, can you?
If that was like black and white, you'd be like a detective in like.
Yeah, I know. Can I tell you? So the reason I've done this is because
Must see a problem.
when you look at, you know how you're using that system to upload all the golden content, and it's all stuck on like 227 views on everything. What I've wanted to do is just start mixing up that feed. And the thing is, if I'm then doing my thing, it's at the same angle, then I've just got something else at the same angle.
Your TikTok's weird.
So I'm just like literally now moving around the room.
In the same shit.
But now I think it looks. See, if you look at those top three, that looks good. Now it's sort of splitting up a bit, and there's different locations and stuff, isn't there?
It's just
Like all of our ads on here get, average 800, right? Whereas I look at yours and you're just stuck on 200.
in 200 channel.
Yeah, I know.
You've got one that had 20.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is, James, those are the organic ones that I then put up.
No,
that
I know.
Michael doesn't, and then they just. But I think you just got to keep on going, and then it will just sort of break through.
Yours is weird.
I'm going to do one in the ice bath. I'm going to start doing. So I was watching. I know we're going slightly off topic, but it's marketing. There was an ad the other day talking about this older guy. He's in his 60s, and he's a investment guy. Tells you the S&P 500 and all that, and nearly all of his videos go viral because he chooses locations. So there's one where he's in a hot tub and he's in a suit, always in his suit and tie, like the doctor's coat, and he's in a hot tub talking about like why you should invest in the S&P 500. Then he's on a ski lift in his suit with a helmet on. And he's in his early 60s, and he is literally, I need to find him, going mad. The amount of followers, the amount of views he gets.
So you're going to be in the ice bath with your doctor.
So I'm trying to think of different, because I've got to shake this up, because this is ridiculous. I need something that's going to go over 1,000. So I'm going to do it in the ice bath. I'm going to come out the water, have my camera set up, come out the water, and then just, but then just go straight into Facebook ad talking. And then I'm going to do it in my gym, lifting some weights whilst doing Facebook. And I'm just going to do
With
some
your
random
doctor's
stuff.
coat on.
All of it's going to be with my doctor's coat on.
Brilliant.
And I'm just going to be in different locations and just try and think of random
It's
locations.
weird. It's
Like you said,
weird.
when I go to South Africa, yes, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to see if I can get somewhere. There's a giraffe behind, I'll dip my doctor's coat on and do a little Facebook thing.
It's weird.
I don't know why it won't break through.
Like ours always break through.
I think Michael messed it up. I think Michael messed it up with
It's very strange, yours.
the same ones over and over.
The fact that one got literally 20 impressions.
So I think there's an argument to people trying to grow their organic with post as often as possible, but post good content
Yeah, but
that
your
people are
content's
clicking.
good, though.
But I don't think they are, because I don't think when you look at I was looking at it, and because it's all been done by AI, I just don't think it's right. I don't think there's anyone looking at it and going, I'm going to watch that video. There's no decent hooks on it. I think it's just the same, which is why now I'm trying to do all these different things. Like the video I did today. Can you go on to the video I did today?
Well, you uploaded it today, or it's in the drive?
I've uploaded it today. Thank you very much. Go on to TikTok, go on to Instagram.
But are you telling your story?
Not on those ones, no. Not on all of them, no.
Is it?
No. It's me looking at the script. Oh, it's not on LinkedIn.
You don't tell your story enough.
No, I probably don't. But I'm trying to. It's a great point. Maybe that one there. So this is just another bit of content. Just trying to.
Video creative.
How many views has that had?
I don't know. It's only just gone up.
Divided by.
Probably about 800,000 by now.
Look how defensive he got. Something's just gone up. How many's he got?
It's got one line.
I can have a look for how many views. So this is on
Can we
Instagram.
guess? Can we guess?
You're going to say 2.
I'm going to say 142.
90.
4
impressions.
4 views.
With that many hashtags?
Guys,
That's not even one.
More.
It has only actually been up.
So I've been out 5 hours.
4. I've got 1 like though.
Good conversion rate.
Yeah. All right, we can sit there laughing, Mr. I'll do all this. Make it work.
Ours is.
Make mine.
I don't know why yours. I find yours weird.
'Cause I don't think you guys taking mine seriously. I think it's just like,
That's
get
no.
the AI things, bring it out, throw it onto his and stuff.
No.
You two are there with
No.
YouTube videos like this.
No.
Can you go,
Just do what I'm told.
The clips are the exact same. Literally.
I don't know.
So, for example, the Rupert videos. So on the Rupert TikTok account, I put one up outside of his remit the other week,
You saw that.
which was the one.
You had like 3,000 views or something.
The opposite. So there you go. So I put even this look. I've had so many. So there you go. We average over 700 for Rupert easily. Then I put out that one of me going, I'm in about the right.
Which is that the one? Hold on, is that the one where you move your chair and then go, I'm in?
Yeah,
I engaged with that, and I actually thought to myself, that's a really good hook,
Visual.
200.
visual hook.
200. So I just
Yeah, that one is surrounded by the.
Yeah, because I saw, which was perfect, because it was just after I watched a video of this American girl who does top ship TikTok shop girl, and she was going, this is a visual hook, this is a visual hook, this is a visual hook, this is one of those, and then I saw yours. I was like, he's just done a perfect visual hook, and then you get 200, it doesn't get picked up.
so there you go.
But then when you look at these, I see these things on these TikTok guys who are doing these videos, and they'll do, let's say they get their product, and we see the one that's like, oh, made a load of money. One guy was like, I'll do 30. I'll do 30 of that, 30 videos of that product, and 1 might work.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're advertising themselves, get a product and ship it.
Yeah, but that's
do the
why
thing. They're posting so much.
It's the volume play. That's what That's why yours is just weird.
But it might pop. I might do it for 2 months every day, all these different types like you just seen, and then suddenly you get in there. Because I've been watching a couple of guys on TikTok who do my stuff, where I'm getting ideas from, and there's a guy with a beard and stuff, and he gets like 15,000.
Well, his
on
is
a
just
video.
popping, isn't it?
Yeah, he's obviously taking up the top of the dome, isn't he? But I've got to get up there with him because it's embarrassing.
I think potentially, Nick, you're not telling your story.
None of them. I'm literally recording their script. I've got to the point now where I'm literally going through their accounts.
Why don't you do this
and
next week?
taking the best
We
ones.
try and do a couple that are about telling you a story. Well, who is the doctor?
The man behind the coat.
Love it. The man behind the coat. It's so good. I love his. He comes out with some great things, doesn't he? You could actually be stand-up.
Thank you.
You could actually be stand-up.
Oh,
and I've got a new favourite stand-up. I'll tell you after.
Stavros.
No.
I sent you a text late last night.
Yeah, I know.
Can you just quickly show? This is the best intro of a YouTube channel of a video. Stabby gets ripped. He's a comedian in America.
He's got a podcast I watch a lot.
So he's doing his road to getting ripped, basically.
It's so funny. It's absolutely brilliant. I want an intro like that. Well, I'm glad we went through storytelling today. What ads have you seen?
Mine is actually, I'm repping what I do for a living. And I want to get some. I'm on the cusp. Caroline actually asked me once, do I want to get some for my birthday or Christmas? And I was like, no. I now want some. What do you think I want? It's the second one I sent through.
Yeah, I was just checking it wasn't on the screen.
And I want them even more now because two absolute legends are advertising them.
I'm going to give up.
They'll help with my organic content.
Ray-Bans.
Hey Meta, play my gallery music. Hey Meta, what's this?
This piece is called Comedian by Mauricio Catalan.
See, they are very good. And from a content creation, I have to say, they're really good, aren't they?
Have you seen on TikTok the guy who reviews food places to go and eat in London, and it always food to do with like meat, and he's got youngish guy glasses, and he's always going, "Oh my god, have you seen those? I'll send you it."
Has he got like a bean in?
No, I don't think so.
I've seen a guy with a bean in.
So he revealed that on one of his things that for the last 6 months, every single bit of content that makes his TikTok videos is through Meta glasses.
Really?
He said, I don't even use my phone. I look at everything that I'm doing and it all gets edited into my TikToks and my Instagram feed. The whole lot.
It's hard creating content on your phone. Like, you obviously watched the vlog we did, and it's hard. I like the DJI stuff as well. I want a drone which follows you running.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool to be fair. But
So that was my ad. And there was a story in that. That was a story, wasn't it?
yeah, I didn't really like it.
You didn't like it, why?
Just thought it was a bit boring.
Anything, what have you seen this week?
Nothing really.
Yeah. I think I've got another one actually.
No, it's fine. Well, yeah, another episode done. We're 9 now away from episode 100.
We got special plans for the big Monday.
Nothing really, Michael. Anyway, see you all next week.